The 16th of October 2018 T 13 hours 14 minutes and 4 seconds 220Z John Bercow has given his own response to the Cox Report into bullying and harassment in Parliament. He tells the Commons he is persuaded of the need for a body that is both entirely independent of and external to Parliament to hear and adjudicate upon all allegations of bullying, harassment and sexual misconduct. He says independence and transparency are the best guarantors of a process that will both be fair and command confidence. The 16th of October 2018 T 13 hours 7 minutes and 20 seconds 550 MPs are now hearing an urgent question from Labour MP John Mann on the subject of bullying and harassment in Parliament. Responding, Andrea Leadsom, leader of the Commons, says everyone has been shocked and appalled by the reports of abuse in Parliament. She says the findings of the Cox Report are undeniably worrying and reflect poorly on the systems in the House of Commons. She tells victims, "You deserve so much better," but she says culture change will not happen overnight. The 16th of October 2018 T 13 hours 0 minutes and 55 seconds 940 Michel Barnier, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, has said he hopes a deal is possible in the coming weeks. He said, "We have done a lot of work in the past weeks and the last few days with the British authorities to achieve a global agreement on the objective of an orderly withdrawal of the UK. This withdrawal must be orderly for everyone and in all subjects, including Ireland. We must find a solution to ensure that there is no hard border in any circumstance on the island of Ireland. We are not there yet. Several subjects remain open, including Ireland. We need more time to find this global agreement and achieve the decisive progress we need to finalize this negotiation on the orderly withdrawal. We will take this time, calmly and seriously, to find this global agreement in the next weeks." The 16th of October 2018 T 12 hours 37 minutes and 55 seconds 706 News. Theresa May told her cabinet this morning that they must stand together if they are to secure a Brexit deal. According to her spokesman, the Prime Minister said, "I'm convinced that if we as a government stand together and stand firm, we can achieve this." The spokesman said there was unity in support of Ms. May's view that the UK should not be kept in the customs union indefinitely, but that the meeting was not a decision-making one. 16th of October 2018 T 12 hours 30 minutes and 16 seconds 740 Emily Thornberry is facing a backlash after suggesting the importance of Brexit means now is not the time to replace John Bercow as Commons Speaker, despite numerous allegations of bullying against him, which he has strongly denied. Dave Penman, General Secretary of the FDA trade union, which represents public sector workers, called the shadow Foreign Secretary completely disingenuous and accused her of putting party politics before people. The 16th of October 2018 T 12 hours 27 minutes and 27 seconds 356 www confused about why the EU won't allow cherry-picking the single market or how the customs backstop could prevent an FTA. My colleague John Stone has explained all the key Brexit-related terms you need to know. The 16th of October 2018 T 12 hours 13 minutes and 58 seconds 546 Parliamentary history was made this morning when a robot addressed a Commons Select Committee for the first time. Pepper, a robot from Middlesex University, answered questions from MPs about the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The 16th of October 2018 T 12 hours 8 minutes and 22 seconds 176 The twice daily Downing Street briefing with Westminster journalists is currently underway, so we're expecting some news of this morning's crunch cabinet meeting imminently. The 16th of October 2018 T 11 hours 47 minutes and 56 seconds .000 MPs are currently listening to an urgent question from Labour MP Frank Field, who chairs the Commons Work and Pensions Committee, on universal credit. Work and Pensions Minister Alok Sharma says he will not comment on speculation that rollout of the controversial policy could be delayed again, as reported here. The 16th of October 2018 T 11 hours 32 minutes and 56 seconds .000 Germany has told Theresa May to take responsibility for Brexit. The country's foreign minister, Michael Roth, spoke as he arrived at a meeting of EU foreign ministers in Luxembourg. He said his message for Ms. May was, take responsibility and be constructive. The 16th of October 2018 t 11 hours 22 minutes and 22 seconds, 630 Cabinet has now been going on for more than 2.5 hours. Is Theresa May finding it harder than expected to convince her ministers to back her Brexit plan? The 16th of October 2018 t 11 hours 10 minutes and 53 seconds. 000 News. EU officials have said they won't even discuss a potential trade deal with the UK at Wednesday's Crunch Summit because there is no agreement on the customs backstop. The 16th of October 2018 t 10 hours 52 minutes and 13 seconds, 556. The Irish Foreign Minister Simon Coveney has said there is unlikely to be a Brexit deal this week. The 16th of October 2018 t 10 hours 44 minutes and 25 seconds. 000 What is the row over the customs backstop? Theresa May's hopes of securing a Brexit deal hinge on reaching an agreement with the EU over plans for a customs backstop. But what is it, and why is it so contentious? The backstop spells out what should happen if the UK and EU cannot, at a future date, agree a trade deal that would lead to the open border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland being maintained. Under the Prime Minister's proposal, in such a scenario the UK would agree to stay in a customs union with the EU until an alternative could be put in place. May insists this arrangement would be temporary. However, Brexiteers fear it would lead to the UK staying in the customs union indefinitely, and so they are demanding the backstop has a specific time limit on it, something the EU is refusing to agree to. The EU also believes an agreement on the whole UK staying in the customs union temporarily is too complex to be signed off in the next few weeks. It therefore wants its original proposal to also be part of the deal, in effect, as a backstop to the backstop, still following. Under this plan, only Northern Ireland would remain in a customs union with the EU, while the rest of the UK would not. May says any suggestion of Northern Ireland having different customs rules to the rest of the country after Brexit is completely unacceptable, and that's where the sticking point lies. Her job today is to convince her cabinet to accept her proposal for a UK-wide backstop that is temporary but not necessarily time-limited. Her task for tomorrow, which is likely to prove much more difficult, is to persuade EU leaders to ditch their demands for a fallback that would keep only Northern Ireland in the customs union. The 16th of October 2018 t 10 hours 26 minutes and 19 seconds, 906. Maria Miller, the former culture minister who now chairs the Commons Women and Equalities Committee, has led calls for John Bercow to step down. She told BBC Radio 4's Today programme, "We have outstanding allegations directly against the Speaker, who will be one of the people who will be considering this report, and it cannot be right that the very people who are being criticised so heavily in an independent report are those who are going to be deciding how it is taken forward." Asked if this meant Mr. Bercow should resign, she said, "Absolutely." The 16th of October 2018 t 10 hours 7 minutes and 35 seconds. 000 Here's more from my colleague Ash Cowburn on calls for John Bercow to resign following a damning report on abuse of staff in Parliament. The 16th of October 2018 t 9 hours 54 minutes and 35 seconds. 000 News. The urgent question on the Cox Report into abuse of staff in Parliament has been granted. We can expect to see MPs stand up and demand John Bercow step down over allegations about his own treatment of staff. However, Labour appears to be supporting the Speaker. Emily Thornberry, the Shadow Foreign Secretary, said, "I think this is absolutely not the time to be changing Speaker. We don't know, for example, with regard to Brexit as to what is going to happen, whether there is going to technically an amendable motion or not, whether it will be the Speaker's discretion as to whether it is. We do need to have all hands on deck at the moment." The 16th of October 2018 t 9 hours 41 minutes and 35 seconds. 000 Here's today's common schedule, potentially with an urgent question on abuse of staff in Parliament, which, if granted, will take place at 12:30 p.m. The 16th of October 2018 T 9 hours 30 minutes and 35 seconds. 000 ZITV doorstep Brexiteer ministers ahead of today's cabinet meeting. Penny Mordaunt, the International Development Secretary, insisted no one is planning on resigning, we're all doing our jobs and we're trying to get the best deal for this country. Andrea Leadsom, leader of the Commons, said the Prime Minister is doing a very, very complicated job and I'm fully supporting her in getting that done. The 16th of October 2018 T 9 hours 16 minutes and 35 seconds. 000 Z. The acting head of the civil service has taken the highly unusual step of speaking out about attacks on Theresa May's top Brexit advisor, Ollie Robbins. In a letter to The Times, Sir Mark Sedwill said people sniping about Robbins, a senior civil servant, should be ashamed of themselves. Number 10 has confirmed the letter was signed off by the Prime Minister. A source said, it's part of the role of the Cabinet Secretary to maintain public trust in the integrity and impartiality of the civil service.